I've got 3 little girls. I've got a baby boy. You're not taking my country from me. You're not taking my country from them. I voted Republican I'm 32 years old. I voted Republican since I was 18 years old. I was ran out of California because the commies took over there. I came to Texas because, God forbid, I want some freedom in my life. And I'm not going to let my entire republic be taken away from me. And like I said, there's 80 million of us out there, and we've got a list too. And we're watching what you all are doing.
The greatest battle in the history of humanity is happening right now. Don't sit on the sidelines. Take action now. The fight starts at Infowars.com.
Let's go now to Megan in Texas, who wants to talk about the caller on Rush. Thanks for calling in, Megan. Glad you're from Texas as well. How are you? And thanks for calling. You're on the air.
I'm great, thanks. I just have a little bit of a message that I want to put out there to every elected Republican from the Senate all the way down to the local dog catchers. That caller on Rush, the epic caller earlier this week on the War Room, that's my husband, the guy on TikTok. These are not the minority anymore. These are 80 million patriots strong, and we can mobilize 1 million people at the drop of a hat. Let me just remind you that you serve at our pleasure, or at least you're supposed to, and you answer to us. 80 million patriots in this country will spit you out, and there will be a reckoning. Make no mistake. Read Revelations 3:15. That applies to you all right now. You need to stand up. We've walked through this country for 4 years. We've been ridiculed. We've been laughed at. We've been called racist. We've been spit at. We've been beat. And nobody has stood up for us except that man in the White House right now. And it's time for the rest of you to grow some flippin' cojones and stand up for the people who put you in your place of power.
You're goddamn right, Megan. I love it. Keep going.
That's all I've got to say. I'm done. I've got 3 little girls. I've got a baby boy. You're not taking my country from me. You're not taking my country from them. I voted Republican I'm 32 years old. I voted Republican since I was 18 years old. I was ran out of California because the commies took over there. I came to Texas because, God forbid, I want some freedom in my life. And I'm not going to let my entire republic be taken away from me. And like I said, there's 80 million of us out there, and we've got a list too. And we're watching what you all are doing.
Whew, I love it, Megan. My God, that is exactly what I needed today, because you're exactly right. I think this is how a lot of us are feeling. I think there's 80 million of us who are sick and tired of having to depend on these utter cowards who do absolutely nothing in return. It's utterly infuriating. And yeah, we're not going to stand for it. We're not just going to sit here and roll over because you say that the election is over, because you refuse to investigate, because you refuse to act, because you're scared of what these literal terrorists on the left are doing. I tweeted out yesterday, like, literal, actual, legitimate threat to our democracy is that you have people in places like the Pennsylvania legislature or the Wisconsin or Michigan local power structure that are having their lives threatened and their children's lives threatened on stream, on camera, on Zoom, of these other leftists on there saying, we know where your children go to school, and your great grandchildren will think of you like Hitler. They'll think of you like one of these traitors and racists who will be cast to the dustbin of history. And they're saying this. I mean, this is the type of chutzpah that they have. This is the type of terrorism that they're wielding, and Republicans are just bending over to it. Like, if you want to play that game, we can play that game, but we don't just make threats. Like, we're going to actually go really, really hard very soon if you don't do something to fix this. And my God, I'm so ready for it. Megan, you've given me a second wind here. Is there anything else before I let you go, Megan?
Hey, just want to plug the products. X2 is wonderful. We take the vitamin mineral fusion. I use that as my prenatal vitamin through my pregnancies. It's awesome. Go to InfoWarsStore.com, pick up some stuff, because without InfoWars, man, they have the monopoly on the media in this country. And without InfoWars, we're through. So thank y'all.
Oh, man, thank you so much. And it's people like you that keep us on the air. Whew, incredible stuff. All right, I'm going to go to one more in this segment. Greg in Arizona, you got 1 minute, but if you're good, I'll hold you over. Greg in Arizona, thanks for calling. You're on the air.
Wow, I'll tell you what, you might want to hold me over, but God is working in the war room today. I'm from Indiana. I'm living in Arizona. I moved to Las Vegas 3 years ago. I was a year and a half in Las Vegas, a year and a half in Arizona. Indiana, I was going to run for governor. I decided not to 2 years ago. I saw this coming. Indiana, I know a lot of people. Indiana, I'm telling you, needs to be looked at. Most people there voted for the Libertarian, but nobody's looking at that. Holcomb is a globalist pig. He's not a Republican, and that's exactly what I was going to run against. But I'm not going to go into the reasons why I didn't. But now I'm an essential business. I spent every dollar I got to become a news organization in Arizona, and I've got the answer. I've got the silver bullet. I don't know if you want to hold me over, but I think I've got an answer to help me get this done.
All right, you've got the silver bullet for the election mask. We're going to hold you over and get it on the other side. But folks, the American spirit is rising. We're done with the bull crap. We're done with the lies. We're done with the fraud. We're done with rolling over. We're done with having every institution in our country ruled by the people that hate us. Finally, the American spirit is reignited. The flames are rising, and they will encompass everything in their path if those people don't give up now.
Climb to the top of the food chain with Alpha Power by InfoWars Life. For those who want to increase testosterone and energy levels. Most men know that testosterone levels begin to decline starting around 30 at a rate of about 1 to 2% per year. This drop can show signs such as fatigue, low energy, low sex drive, and muscle loss. Alpha Power is packed with some of the most potent and clinically tested ingredients on the market. The secret is in the synergistic blend of ancient ingredients that have been concentrated into their most potent forms, including Uricoma longifolia, originally from Malaysia, maca root from Peru, horny goatweed from China, and tribulus from India. Reach your alpha male potential with Alpha Power. Head to InfoWarsLife.com and secure your bottle today.